Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the opportunity. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Widya, Izzah Muslimah, and here I would like to give our motion today. Our motion today is this House believes that religious minority groups members should have access to learn their religious education in school. The definition of motion is the religious minority groups is a religion held by a minority of the population of a country, state, or region. Persons belonging to religious minority have a faith that is different from the held by the majority population or the population group that is in power. Religious education is instruction in religion as a subject of general education or instruction in the principles of a particular religion's faith. This whole definition is we on an affirmative theme strongly support that religious minority groups members should have access to learn their religious education in school to avoid discrimination. Let me come to my first argument based on our observation, facts, and literary reviews. Awareness of discrimination that exists in Indonesia has weakened. We can overcome it a little by providing access to education for members who have religious minorities. No need to look at the number of students, we have to provide them with the best facilities like everyone else. Their purpose in going to school is to get an education. If they don't receive access to their religions, it is very unfair. Giving access to members who have religious minorities is also included in helping to realize the country goals. We maintain peace, respect each other, and avoid discrimination. Not only these members but also members of other religions will learn many things about it. They have to earn because school is where they learn and they spend a lot of time. In Indonesia, it has started to implement a 5-day school system for high school. It causes students to spend longer time in school. The why students school get religious material for their learning at school because if they don't get it at school, then won't get it everywhere. The school should provide religious education for all students without exception. Laws have been formed in Indonesia which are regulated to protect and respect minority religions. With their formations, they are given access to religious education for them properly. It is a form of respect and tolerance for the religious minority group students at school. In my opinion, it is not only giving them access to learning by giving lesson hours, but also by providing other facilities such as teacher, materials, books, and their classroom. Because students need to be able to get an education about their religion as well as the majority religions. Many cases of discrimination have occurred in Indonesia. One of the biggest actors in the case of discrimination between religious communities. Providing access to religious minorities studying in school is one example of eradicating such discrimination. Like the majority of religions, they must also be given the same portion when receiving access to learn and education. As happened in Senior High School 1 Karanganyar, the school facilitates religious lessons for students whose religion is a minority. They also provide their teachers and classes for each religion. Even though there are only a few students who have different religions, they still get religious education that is commensurate with the majority religions. Some students are registered as Christians, Catholics, and Hindus who still receive good religion education. Even the school also provides extracurricular as a place for them to organize and develop their talent. This proves that at the school there is no discrimination received by students. Students still get to learn like the majority of students. So we can conclude that these things show that avoiding discrimination that occurs in schools by providing access for minority students, it is also very important to be taught in school, although indirectly, but it is a real example for school students. The problem of discrimination that exists in Indonesia will be reduced by providing access for religious minority students to study their religions at school. Maintaining the peace of the country by reducing discrimination is one of Indonesia's goals. So indirectly, schools that provide access to minority students have helped achieve the country's goals. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's enough for my arguments.